If something seems like it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Hi everyone, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel, you've just found me in the nacho cheese universe of YouTube. Thanks a lot for checking out my content today. I really hope you enjoyed it. And of course, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do, shows your support, and doesn't cost a thing. Just hitting that subscribe button and you're helping this channel get bigger. I can't wait to see you in the comments section. We're going to have a blast as we get closer to our 7,500 subscriber pizza party. We're almost there, only 50 subscribers away. And then, of course, at 10,000 subscribers, we're going to have a party that you'll all be invited to. I can't wait to see everyone there. So let's get on to a serious thing. I've been annoyed. I don't always tell you guys when I'm annoyed. I usually have that pretty cheery face on. But I got to be honest. When I see the potential of being ripped off, it bothers me. And I'm going to explain why. When I started looking at the cards from Kamigawa, I was like, wow. Some really interesting cards here. Like, I like it. It wasn't what I was expecting. And the more I looked at some of them and I checked some cards out, I got more excited. You guys know how I felt when I saw that At Sushi card. But then I started wondering why I was getting so excited. Why did I feel this way? Is it because I haven't seen products for a while? No, probably not. I see products all the time. And I enjoy them, but I'm hyped. I'm feeling like, wow, I got to get some. And I realize I have felt this way before. And that's the problem. I have felt this way before. Let's take a look at some of the Kamigawa cards that blew my mind. And I'm going to explain where I'm going with this. Let's take a look here at the first card, okay? The first card is Bozuju Who Endures. It's a legendary land. Love the artwork. Looks very cool. It just comes into play. It's a legendary land that's rare, and it taps for 1 green mana. Awesome. Seems like a regular land. Oh, wait! It has channel. All right. 1 green, 1 other. Discard Bozuju Who Endures. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or a non-basic land an opponent controls. That player searches their library for a land card with a basic land type and puts it onto the battlefield and then shuffles. This ability costs 1 less for each legendary, creature you control. Okay. So this thing can blow up enchantments, artifacts, or a non-basic land. It's like 3 effects. It's pretty epic, right? It's a pretty good card. You can see why a lot of people like it and why the pre-release price on this is $30-40 and the extended foils are $50, $60, $70. All right, it's not even mythic. It's just a rare. Very interesting. And I love the artwork, don't get me wrong. But look at that card on the screen right now and realize how awesome that thing is. That's a beast. Most of you realize that. Okay, let's take a look at the next card. This is Grixis Progress Tyrant. Okay, 7 to cast, 2 blue, 5 other. Remember that, 2 blue, 5 other. Legendary creature, Phyrexian Predator. Love the fact that Phyrexians are back. It should be it should be Thralls smashing this guy, but okay. We're going with being a cool Phyrexian. And it says, whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for this copy. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay, so you get to copy the permanent. All right, I get it. It comes in as a token, but you get to copy 1 spell. Cool. And he costs 7. All right. I'll get you there. Don't worry, guys. Stick with me on this. Now, the second part here says, when an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, counter that spell. This ability only triggers once each turn. So he counters things. Have we seen a card like that before? I think we have. Hold on. Okay. Very cool card. And the last one I want to show you that got my eye at the beginning, At Sushi, the Blazing Sky. That is a 4/4 flying trample for 4. 2 red, 2 other. Very cool card. Legendary Dragon Spirit. Now, it says here though, when he dies, choose 1. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. That's a pretty powerful effect. Drawing cards. Nice. I know they're exiled if you don't cast them, but depending on how you set your deck up, it's always a bonus. And then it says, or you can, create 3 treasure tokens, which, of course, that's mana. All right. So That's a dual effect we can pick and choose depending on the circumstance of how we're doing in the game. I like that card. I like that card a lot. At least it's mythic. Now, when I started thinking about how excited I was for those particular cards, I started thinking about other cards I've seen that do similar effects or similar things that got me feeling that way. And when I started looking at these cards, I was shocked to see which cards they were. When you see like the Bozuju Who endures has like 3 abilities and stuff, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's go over the cards that I saw that blew my mind, okay? Do you remember Hogak? Acropolis Risen guy from Modern Horizons? Oh yeah, he's banned now. But you remember him, right? He used to be like a $30 card, and now he's worth like $1. Oh yeah. You remember Hogak. We all remember Hogak. He was a great card. Modern Horizons 2. They put together this product that had some really pumped up cards. Like Throne of Eldraine, they had these like pumped up cards that looked great on paper, but when they actually got it playing, it didn't work out so well. Which is why when you see cards like this, Oko. Oh yeah, he has multiple abilities, doesn't he? He has 3, and they were all sick. And that's the Thief of Oh, he's banned too. Yeah, he got banned pretty early. I remember paying $50 for one, because I got a few in some packs, and then I had to like buy one. And then I got banned and the card crashed and I lost tons of value. Yeah. But it was a well put together set. It really got my attention at the beginning, and I was super excited when it came out. The whole fairy tale theme, the cool cards they had inside that set. That's where I got that feeling before. Huh. Well, how about this card? Oh, Once Upon a Time. That's right, Throne of Eldraine as well. I use that in all kinds of decks. It reached like $20. Then it got banned and it's worth like $1. Depending on what formats a card gets banned in, it helps determine the value of that card going forward. Remember that. It's playability afterwards. And the funny thing was, the cards I've shown you so far, they didn't get banned right away. They got to be played for months and months and months until the sales figures came in for Wizards and they could move on. How about this card? Elronds Epiphany. 2 blue, 5 other. It's banned too, by the way. Let's remember that. 2 blue, 5 other. Like Grixis, right? So you'd think, oh, it costs too much to cast. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, or people wouldn't have used Elronds Epiphany. Okay? There's a reason to have spells like that and big monster cards like that. Because if that guy can counter things and stop things, just like what? Teferi the Time Reveler? Couldn't play on other people's turns, remember? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. These cards are being designed. This is not a flaw. This is not an accident. Wizards has intentionally put this series of cards together because they needed to turn the ship. They've taken the boat, they put 2 hands on the wheel, and they started to turn. And as they turned, they talked to people in R&D and say, what can we do to generate some revenue to get things going? Because the last couple sets, they haven't been so hot. What can we do? And R&D kind of like stroked their fake beard, and they said, you know what? We could do this. We could do this cool land that does multiple things. But it's going to cause problems. Okay, what else you got? We can make a creature. We can bring the Phyrexians back. That'll jump up sales. And if we make a cool Phyrexian there who can copy things, it'll get people going. Okay, what else do you have? How about a cool dragon that flies through the sky, but when it dies, you have all kinds of cool effects that give you bonuses that you could make, maybe roll into like infinity combos. Oh, I like this stuff, but you understand, boss. I know you got 2 hands on the wheel there as you steer the ship here, but, you know, this is going to cause problems. What kind of problems you got? What kind of problems you got? Well, these are all going to cause problems in Standard. They're going to cause problems rippling down and how they affect other cards in other formats. And you know what that captain said? I don't care. I need the revenue to help pay for this boat. I can deal with those problems further down the line. When we drop the shipments off at port and they get onto the train, we'll let the hype train worry about those problems. So after we've unloaded our cargo and it's gone to the shops and everyone's happy going, yay, look at these cool cards. Oh my God, I got this, I got this, I got this. And we let them play with it for a while. Remember, we gotta let them play. And the values start going up. Remember, Bozuju Who endures, that thing is like 40, 50, 60 bucks depending on the copy you're going for. It's a rare. And it's 50, 60 bucks on pre-release. Don't be a Timmy and buy that. Don't. Because it's not going to be around. It's going to get banned after about a year. All these cards are going to get banned as far as I'm concerned. If I get one in a pack, cool for me. I'll probably trade in for high value, mark it on a spreadsheet, and come back a year later and buy it. Because these cards aren't going to stay. They're meant for other things. They're meant for like probably Commander and stuff, where they can have a little more sway with a 100-card deck. When you start putting these into Standard and Modern, think about how you can abuse them. But Wizards doesn't care. This isn't a design by accident. This is a design for revenue. And I wondered why I'd felt so hyped about these particular cards when I saw them. Because I was hyped for cards like Oko. I loved Elronds Epiphany. I talked about it in a lot of my arena decks. When you have cards that copy cards, if I can copy Elronds Epiphany, that's awesome. They got rid of Elronds Epiphany, sure. But they gave me Grixis, who can copy spells like Tezzeret's, the Gambit spell that does time walking turns. Or a copy on top of a copy. Or Meteor Swarm, or whatever else you want to copy. There are potentials out there now that are disgusting. Oh, and if they want to kill Grixis, that's not easy either. They can't just kill them, because it's going to counter the first spell they try to use on them. So they got to build up enough mana in their hands to deal with that. And that's assuming that the controller of Grixis doesn't have counter spells or other things to help keep them alive, like an Indestructible or whatever. It is going to be bad for Grixis too. It's not going to be easy. At Sushi, with all those treasure tokens and all the combinations we have now, I've seen already being played, it's going to be brutal. I don't know how it's going to play long term, but I can't see how those 3 cards are going to stick around. And there might be a few others I'm kind of iffy about, but I look at those and go, wow, look at the abuses that some of these cards are going to go through. And that's only what's coming out of my brain. There are players out there who can connect these dots together a lot better than I can. So when I saw the prices of some of these cards, I'm saying don't buy them. Don't be a Timmy. Don't get suckered into that hype like I was feeling in my stomach. I'm still buying some of the product. It's still going to be a great set to play in. But cards I get now, I might go, put it on a spreadsheet. Let somebody else deal with that problem, because I'm not going to be suckered into spending good money on things that I believe will get banned. I could be wrong. Of course I could be wrong. And then it's somebody else's champion win for those cards. But in that case, the product will keep getting opened and the price will come down anyway, because it's like a standard product. It's going to be around for a while. There's going to be a lot of it coming out. Especially if it's a good product like this that people get hyped on and say, I've got to open packs. I've got to get my 4. Yeah, that's the hype they're hoping for. And that's what that train is loading up right now. To come to your stores in the next 14 days, they're loading on pallets of this stuff saying, oh, unload the boat. They're waiting for it. Put it on the hype train and send it down the road, because it's going to be somebody else's problem a year from now when they say, sorry, we've had to ban these cards. They're too powerful. We know we let you play with them for like a year, but the abuses are pretty bad. They're rotating out in 8 months anyway. You guys won't care. But we do care. Hogak, Once Upon a Time, Oko, they almost all bottomed out to zip, didn't they? That's what happened, because people paid good money and they became worthless. Hey, that's business. But at least I can warn you guys about it. If I'm feeling that hyped about these cards, I knew something was wrong, because they're just too powerful for what's going on out there right now. And that tells me that if it's too good to be true, chances are it really is. Because Wizards, I don't think, actually is making mistakes. I think these are mistakes by design. They're being created to build the hype for us when they need to turn the boat in a sharp way to generate revenue. There's lots of ways they can do it without raising the price. It's only a rare land. It's going to be everywhere. People are going to want play sets of 4, 8, 12. There's going to be people specking on that card saying, oh my god, it's going to be amazing. I know. Same with the Atsushi Ninja, right? That dragon's going to be everywhere. I already know it's going to be everywhere. And when you look at Grixis, come on. Blue control deck. Just designed to have 4 of those in your deck. And there's that other card I'm not sure about, the 3 casting cost that breaks the legend rule. So I could have like 4 planeswalkers in play, the exact same planeswalker. I could have 4 Grixis in play, copying tons of spells. It breaks the legend rule. Remember that. It says, breaks the legend rule. It's going to be brutal out there. I hope people know what they're talking about when they see this stuff. And I hope people don't get suckered into thinking there won't be consequences for these amazing cards coming in. There will be. It's not as if Wizards puts out a statement telling you, an official statement on their website, saying we have so rigorously vetted these cards, done so many playtesting formats that we are 100% sure that there will be no bannings for 2023-2024. Did they put that on their website guaranteeing their product's playability? No, they really don't. They care about getting a good product out that has lots of yumminess that people want to play with, and they don't care about the end result a year from now. They don't care. They just pull out the big old ban hammer, sling it over their shoulder and say, which cards are causing the most problems. Let's go and squish those cards down to size. They don't care if you spent 50 bucks on each Bozuju Who endures to get that card, spent 20, 25 bucks on each at Sushi. I mean, if you get the card in a pack, hey, kudos, you had fun, you played, you had a blast. But really, you might want to wait and see if the prices calm down before being a Timmy and spending that kind of money, when there's a really good chance a lot of these cards will get banned, because the history of cards at this power level show them getting banned. Do you see a lot of cards in D&D that can keep up with those bad boys? You see a lot of Kaldheim cards, maybe Vorinclex, who can keep up, but even then, you know, you can just kill Vorinclex by like bzzzt, something, right? Can't do that to Grix, can you? Nah. He says, it's countered. There's a lot of options open to cards like that when they're at that power level. So let's make sure before we buy products, we know what we're walking into. We understand the circumstances of what will happen to us. Really hope everyone enjoyed the video today. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me till the end of the video when I brought out the giant ban hammer. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments in the comments section. You tell me, am I an insane person who has no idea what I'm talking about? Does this make a little bit of sense to you? Am I being oversensitive to what Wizards is doing? I'd like to know. Looking forward to seeing those comments. Welcome aboard to all the new subscribers. Let's rock this out and get us to 10K. Have a great day, everyone. And of course, a big shout out to each and every one of my fantastic patrons on the channel, because patrons make the world go round and make this all possible each and every day. Without your support, where would this channel be? Thanks again to all the amazing people for making this possible. You guys rock. I'll see you on the live stream. Well, here you are at the end of the video. Congratulations, you made it this far. How you feeling? You feeling pretty funky? Because I'm telling you, it's been a while since I've really been able to bring out the old ban hammer here. The ban hammer hasn't been around for a while. It's going to find a home in the background now, because I hate to say it, but Wizards, whenever they do power levels like this, definitely gets messed up. But I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let's have some fun here. Let's go ahead and pick a card. We'll do Runehound Wolf. Will be our awesome card going in the box today. There you go. Finally got that thing in focus. We'll put that up there in the 10K box and just slide it in. There we go. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys think in the comment sections. If you made it this far, you can just put a boomstick. You guys know I always appreciate a good boomstick once in a while. Just the way it's going to be. Oh yeah, another day.